Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender,
And a chance! In for the pieces! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Takes a shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Out towards the flank. Ping header!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Goulet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Cafu
Gathers from the goal kick.
lobbed in behind.
And this is Hazard.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bruno Fernandes goes short.
Takes the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Looking to play him in.
Can he finish?
Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Nicely weighted ball.
And he's in on shot at goal! Oh, yes, it's there!
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on it, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's managed to get free. Yildiz. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's played through for him.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Rice taking charge of the dead ball. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Now it's Yildiz. Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
It's their second corner of the game.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
That is lovely.
It's a good foot in there.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's being shifted off it. Plenty.
He's had a shot!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. A case now of complete control. No way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Rice is standing over this one.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Fiore! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's having a go. Oh, that's a waste.
Sporting are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Gerrard. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. There's a sharp little ball here. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And they can counter here. Tries to thread one through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Fernandes. That's good play. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Delivers the ball. Goulet. Fiore. He's found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tomori gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's fabulous. In by Conte. Hazard! Outstanding save to keep that out. Rice. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, sweet feet. He is through here. And it's half-time here. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period. And they're 3-0 up.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10. Viene sostituito con il numero 17. Attenzione, un
And we're
cambio.
underway again. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes. Filippo in shapes to shoot! He scores! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Sporting clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Hazard, and this is Inzaghi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, super. Decent chance!
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Goulet. Shot. Goes for a shot! And the shot! No, that's just wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Tomori picks it up from the goal kick. Aims beyond the defence. It's a really well-measured ball. Musiala
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Now it's Yildiz. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Musiala nicked it back promptly.
That's going in strongly.
Rice. Cafu.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played back in. He's tried one! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Sporting have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan are looking to go forward now. And that has left him in a heap. Cafu. And that pass just didn't quite work.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
That's a look and place it forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Hazard. Picked out brilliantly. Inzaghi is flagged offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Numero 6. Cambio di giocatori.
Good ball over the top. Shot could... It's roll! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Caceres. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well read, nice interception. And he's there to retrieve it. Kante running with the ball. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Kukçu tries to play it through, and the through ball. Love shot, surely! Oh, taken with style!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
Gol per lo Sporting. Ha segnato all'87esimo minuto.
Sporting
Numero
have a
11.
goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation.
He's away!
Bruno Fernandes couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Kukçu
Ci saranno 3
threads
minuti di
one in.
recupero.
Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Kukçu.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Kukçu. Oh, good take in a good area. And that's it. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was